My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Zenith Guard here in Into the Breach. Now, we got this charge mech who's doing a heck of a lot of damage right now. But the thing is, I think since the charge mech is doing so much right now, and since our power grid is... we're probably not going to scale that well into the late game by getting more weapons and upgrading our systems more. We do need some more power grid, but I think that we have the best chance of succeeding this run if we actually just go straight to the Volcanic Hive. And I gotta be frank with you, the existence of the Zenith Guard is rough for me. Are those gonna be where they drop? Ooh, if that's where the pylons drop, I'm screwed. It can't be, because there's not just 4 pylons. But this could be really, really rough for us. Okay, good. If we tried to continue. So I think we just want to focus on trying to get the kills right now. That's really shitty, because that could actually destroy my entire thing already. Oh boy! Lot of threatened spaces going on here. That's 3 away, so if I do happen to kill the Scarab... Let's check out... Our damage is 4, so... Going down here, charging, kills the Scarab, and lands me on this Vex space. Prevents the spawn. Unfortunately, I don't want to be standing there, so how am I going to be killing this Hornet if I do that? I think this Blobber is going to be prevented by Regalis. So Regalis comes down here, blocks this spawn, kills the Blobber. Then we've got these two. I just don't know how I kill both of them. I don't know if there is a path to kill both of them, in fact. We've got 4 movement here. Alright, so... I could come over and I could just run directly into the Alpha Scarab, kills it. Then I could have the defense mech just pull the Hornet 1 away. But the problem is I'll be blocking that space if I do that, so I would have to have my AA unit go all the way back up here and then pull the Hornet 1 space up, because I wouldn't be able to pull through this space, because that's where the Prime Charge Mech, Regina pilots would be standing. So that's not how I do it. If I want to block another spawn, and I could get away with blocking a spawn this turn, block 2 spawns. The problem is those spawns will continue trying to spawn for all of the rest of the turns. So if I block those 2 spawns, then next turn I have only the Hornet and 1 other unit on the map, and then I need to kill them, and then the turn after I'm gonna have way too many spawns. So I'm trying to kill as many units without blocking as many spawns as possible. I'm fine with blocking 1 spawn. Regalis is pretty much always blocking this spawn, right? If I want to be able to kill this Blobber, that's probably my best way to do that. So that's almost always occurring. Problem. It's not going to be the Alpha Scarab we have to kill this turn. I've only just realized it's got to be the Blob as well. I'd forgotten about it entirely. So while I can shield both of these buildings in order to prevent the damage from the Blob, probably better for me to just pull it out of the way. So that would be the defense mech goes up here and then pulls you down. The problem then becomes, how do we kill this Hornet? And I wouldn't be killing the Scarab in that case, but how do I kill the Hornet? Well, I can't kill it. But I could have the charge mech take out the blob. That would put me in a relatively good position for the turn after. And then the AI unit just comes up here and pulls the Hornet up. That works, but is there a way to get a kill? Because I really want to kill that Hornet this turn, if at all possible. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to make two movements go on. Otherwise, I would be able to try and get the Alpha Scarab to do my dirty work for me. Not my dirty work, but my wet work, actually. Murder them. See, the problem is, if I have the charge mech stand here and then charge down into the Hornet, I kill the Hornet, but then I also kill my charge mech because the lava flow tile occurs. If I have Regina go around and then charge into the Hornet gets bumped into a power pylon and deals damage to it as well. So... trying to look for a much more elegant solution if there is one. I don't see one. All right. Wait a second. Volcano, right? The tile here will turn into lava. That's fine. Both of those units are flying. Right? That shouldn't destroy them. It does have a danger sign on them, but that shouldn't destroy them, turning them into lava. The fireballs would. Good. Whew. That almost looked like it was going to be contentious. Okie dokie. Well, that Alpha Scarab's easily going to be killed. Ha! So is the Scion, whatever its name is. The Scion Tyrant. Unfortunately, the Scion Tentacle will trigger first, so it will actually deal damage to me if I let it. So I might be in a position where I actually move over here and then do kill the Scion Tyrant before its turn. Yeah. We're going to be doing that. We'll do the pull here. Easy kill. And then, is it worth charging for this one? Yeah, it is. Clear the map. The reason it's worth charging there is because between this segment and then the next fight in the further down in the core, you actually get completely healed. Mm-hmm. I can kill everything here, actually. Regalis goes over, burns you. AI unit comes over and pulls you into the fire. You're now on fire. Fire happens before any environmental triggers, but also before any enemy actions. Then Regina comes over here and knocks you into the drink. Let me just have one Hornet, and then we've got 3 spawns happening here. As long as I take no more damage on the charge mech, I can use the final charge here and we'll be in a good position. Okay. This is a danger spot, pretty much where I would want one. So I can charge the Alpha Firefly off, but the problem is this crab right now. And then if I do that, and then Regina takes a hit, I'm going to lose Regina. So I can choose to ignore the Hornet, thankfully. I can't... Unfortunately, this damage space is actually really annoying to us. We might have to deploy a shield here. I was hoping to keep all of my shields for the later part of the game, but we might have to deploy a shield here just to save Regina. The big problem right now is this crab. Actually kind of catastrophic. Okay, the turn order. Actually, if I come down here and just pull Regina, then Regina's safe and one of these will kill, that is the Alpha Firefly will kill the Scorpion. And then Regina has leeway to move 1, 2, 3. Problem is I still can't kill the crab. Because no matter who kills the crab, the volcanic projectile comes down and kills them. Because I have to stand next to the crab to kill. Obviously, I can't stand here because I'll be firing directly up into my own buildings. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, 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 and ladies. Yeah? This is extraordinarily unfortunate. I just don't know how I can kill that crab without losing a mech, and I can't lose a mech this early in the final battle. See, the problem is, if I do find a way to kill this crab, or rather, what I actually mean is if I use this defense mech to block both of these power pylons from taking damage, then Regina will die. Is that strictly true? No, it's not. I can just have Regina charge out. That's the play. Okay, Regina charges out. I protect all of those. And Regalus just takes a shot. Whew. Alright, they take no damage. Kill the Scorpion, and then we go down to the second phase of the fight. We get a refresh on our HP, thankfully. Now, we definitely can't let our initial bomb in this die, because if it does, we're... Yes, that Alpha Scarab's gonna die. We can't let our initial bomb die, because if it does, the fight's gonna go for way too long for our charge mech to continue being a sustainable source of damage. So the Renfield bomb is gonna come and crash that Scarab. Beautiful. Falling rocks are handy. We might actually be able to... We're getting a lot of attacks on squares that we can just move away from, thankfully. So I really want to bump this Beetle Leader backwards, because if I can do that, the Beetle Leader is dead. It's my best way of dealing with it. Alternatively, I can try and charge it downwards. It's just this Alpha Scarab is actually currently blocking my path. And as much as I want to kill it, I don't know if I am prepared to. I could just move my AI unit over here, pull the Alpha Scarab 1 down, you will block a space, you'll take 1 damage, which puts you within range of dying to a single upfront laser mech. And then I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and charge this Beetle Leader into oblivion. Yep, that looks good. So environmental damage occurs before the enemy actions, which means this Beetle Leader is going to be destroyed. Just to keep me near the center of the field, I should probably stand here. And I'll murderate the crab. Beautiful. Alright, Alpha Scarab. Take a wee bit of damage here. That's a Scion Tyrant. That's rough. Not the Charger. Charger isn't that bad, but the Scion Tyrant's annoying. It's fine. Problem is, most ways I can get to that beetle involve me... Like, in fact, the only way I can currently get to that beetle is moving up here and then knocking it into my own power pylon. Which, as you can imagine, is probably not atop my list of priorities. Anyone will die if they're in that space because of the tentacles. I can stand here with Regalis and fire across. That kills this Alpha Scarab. It's just... There's 2 different sources of... Oh, crumbs. There's 2 different sources of building damage coming in. As well as the Scion Tyrant. I really want to kill the Scion Tyrant, but... Well, there's 3 different sources of building damage, actually, rather. It's the 3 power pylons. We can even see all of them outlined. And no single action will take care of 2 of those. All of the enemies are too far apart to really do that. And I do need to save all of my power pylons. So the AI unit is going to protect that power pylon up there. Regina's going to charge at this Hornet. Or I could just have Regalis do that. Yeah, Regalis should do that, and then Regina stays in the bottom line. Sure. I'm really displeased about the fact that this Scion Tyrant is going to get a attack off that I can't really defend against here. Okay, undo that movement because I do not want to protect the beetle. We're all going to take 1 damage, and so is the the Renfield Bomb. 3 spaces get destroyed. Unfortunately, we've hit a limit where I'm now no longer going to be able to charge as much as I'd really like. So Regina almost certainly has to come up here and then charge at the Alpha Hornet. I want the AI unit to like somehow pull the Scorpion across, but that doesn't look like it's possible. I was really hoping I would be able to stand right there. No, but a rock would fall, killing any unit. And also, Scion Tyrant, yeah, the Scion Tentacles actually occur before all of the environmental stuff. So my defense mech is dead this turn, as it currently stands. Would be dead this turn. So if the laser mech did this, we would have 1 HP left on that. That is to say, on the beetle. It's just really annoying that this space is dead, because now I can't deal with this scorpion. Like, if I go here, I'm dead. I'm not dead, actually. I just burn. I need to kill the Scion Tyrant, otherwise the defense mech is dead. But the problem is my Renfield bomb is threatened. And also 2 of my powers are threatened. So if one of those attacks go through, it's okay. But if both of them go through, I'm dead. But I'd also prefer none of them to go through, if at all possible. Oh, okay, this is sneaky. We can have the defense mech come up and just pull the Renfield bomb out of the way. Then the beetle runs into the Alpha Hornet and knocks it back, and then the Alpha Hornet does 3 damage to the beetle, right? They start doing damage to one another. There's no kill that occurs there. Unless I do have Regalist come up here and do this. Yeah. Now the problem is this Scorpion is going to get a hit off, and there's not really that much I can do about that right now. And also another problem is Regina now won't be able to attack next turn. So Regina is very likely either going to sacrifice herself for the good of mankind next turn. 1 power left. Sacrifice herself for the good of mankind next turn, or just block an attack by standing in the right direction. Okay. So I can go here, and then I can just pull you down. That blocks this attack from the Alpha Firefly and prevents the attack from the Alpha Hornet. No. I can't. Like, that's a super efficient turn. It's preventing this and this at the same time. But then this Firefly... Like, Regalist can't take a clean shot. There is no clean shot. I'm targeting a building if I do anything. I think we're gonna have to rely on grid defense here. I actually just don't see how we succeed any other way. If you're not displaced, we lose. You can be displaced upwards. That's not gonna help us. And any shot, again, that Regalist can take is going to hit one of my own power pylons. If the defense mech doesn't stand here and pull you down, like, we've got 1 threat, 2 threat, 3 threat, 4 threat, right? And thankfully, since the defense mech can take care of 2 of them, we could theoretically have enough actions to survive here. But the problem comes in when we actually try to utilize them. Since Regulus was so out of position by going for this hit, this kill, Regulus isn't going to be able to get back to a place where I can kill this Firefly. But it's also worth noting, since they lined up against one another, I was never going to be able to kill this Firefly. So my only chance of killing that Firefly is with Regina sacrificing herself. But then killing this Scorpion is going to require... So the environment happens first, then all of the enemy actions, then at the end of the turn, we actually get to explode. It's really unfortunate that this Scorpion happens to be on the same line and same grid as two different pylons, but also Regulus is super out of position here and was gonna find it really like, if I could stand here, Regulus would be able to gain, like, we would have no mechs left, but we would win, I think. The AI unit is the only unit capable of doing 2 defenses in the same turn for us right now. And there is no other defense that I can see. The AI unit technically could stand here and also pull the Scorpion up. That's also 2 defenses. But then how do I kill this Alpha Hornet? I can't. Again, it's on the same line and the same width as a power pylon. That's just so... This is why I wanted to save more last turn, because if I could have saved more last turn, I would just be able to let this Scorpion take its shot and we would be fine. But instead, it is going to kill us. Well, let's roll our 15% chance to win. I'm trying. I really am here. I don't see how we can do this. I just don't see it. If there is a move here that does not result in having to make this 15 roll, I would love to know. I really would. I just don't see it. Here's the movement of all enemies, by the way. Of all enemies, of all allies. We've got 4, 5, and 4. So these are the spaces the AI can go. These are the spaces Regulus can go. These are the spaces the Charge Mech can go. The Charge Mech could theoretically just kill this Alpha Firefly itself. But then I've got... Yeah, then I can't... Like, body blocking the Alpha Firefly is the only way that I can guarantee that I get 2 blocks with a single character. Alright. Even with the shield projector, we can't do this. Ugh. All right. Hell yes! Oh boy. Good lord. The Redville bomb is ready! I recommend you leave now or you'll share a grave with the Vec, one remaining existent person. Regalus gets out of there. And we save the timeline. That squad, I think, when I said before, I said a couple episodes ago that I really wanted to leap up from normal to hard. I think that's something that I would have to do on a squad by squad basis, because that squad, there is something about them I do not understand. There is something I am missing. I think it's that my positioning is not great. My positioning doesn't always think 2 turns ahead, which is what I really need to be doing, right? I can control the board reasonably, and I can set up and decipher my turns reasonably. But what I really need to be able to do on top of that to really take my game to the next level with the Zenith squad, and I think also with the Rusting Hulks before them, is to give a little bit more focus to where I leave my units each turn, so that they are also going to be in position or going to be capable of doing things the turn after. Also, with the Rusting Hulks, another thing that I learned, especially thanks to the comment section, is denial of spaces. Setting spaces on fire, putting smoke on them, putting acid on them. That is going to prevent the AI from ever wanting to stand there. So if there's a space I don't want to stand, that I also don't want the AI to stand, just smoke it up. Just make it mad smoky up in the son of a... Well, I'm going to take Regalus. Regalus, for a non-special captain, has some cool shit. +1 mech movement, +1 mech reactor is not bad. Although I probably will choose a different time travel. Ooh, I do not have many unlocked. I probably will choose a different time traveler for the next squad we go with. Since that mission was so, large, we're probably going to wait until the next episode before we launch on the first island with our next squad, which looks like it will be the Blitzkrieg. Oh, I've seen these ones. Yikes. We've got a Prime that has a Prime class weapon, a chain whip that damages adjacent targets, and this includes friendlies and buildings. We've got a Boulder Mech who... It's kind of best of both worlds. For artillery, it does damage to the main space, and it also pushes the side targets, and then Hook Mech, who has a hook to hook themselves to something, or something else to themselves. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Into the Breach. Hopefully, you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully, you'll be as lucky in the future as I was just then. See you next time.